Hey everyone, so if you remember last year, I have said that G5 has been lacking in the world building, especially in the creature department. There aren't really any creatures that are interesting enough, nor pose a harm to ponies, which makes this world look too innocent and feel less adventurous. Most, if not all, throughout Chapter 4 are just small cute animals, which is a major downgrade from what G4 showed us in its first season alone. And yes, I know many are annoyed about comparing things to G4, even myself sometimes, but things like that still hold up. And as for someone who loves world building and mythology, I can't help but feel disappointed for what we got. But though I wasn't impressed by many of the creatures featured, I still like most of them, and recently since Chapter 4, G5 has got a lot of new and interesting world building and lore. So now I decided to finally do a ranking for almost all creatures of G5, mainly from Make Your Mark and Tell Your Tale. From the ones I find okay to the ones I find the most interesting. Also for quick rules, I don't include regular background animals with any outstanding features, which includes these animals. I will include those who have maybe some outstanding features or characteristics, though I might rank them by their representing character as well. So if their character is annoying, the ranking might go either way. But let's see. Also, I will talk as little as possible for each creature, so the video won't get too long. Lastly, just want to mention this is all just my personal ranking, so I would like to hear from your thoughts. So anyways, let's begin. Starting from the ones I just think they're okay, overall the ones I find the least creative. I may be biased, but the Raccoonicorns are my least favorite. For positives though, the Rainbow Tail is pretty creative, but the horn is just too much for me. Unlike other animals, a horn doesn't fit for a raccoon, I feel, and also the ones with oversized heads look so weird to me. Next are the Bunnycorns. They're just boring to me. If it were given more characteristics and is named after a Almirage, which is an actual horned rabbit from mythology, then it would have been higher on the list. Now to the ones I find a bit more decent. We have the Chocolate Egg Bunnies, which are technically Easter bunnies. Besides just looking like regular bunnies, I find it interesting and funny that they can't stop hiding eggs until it's announced over by the Egg Red Bunny, like if there's some mindless clones demanding for orders. Which is why I personally rank them a bit higher than the Bunnycorns. Next is the Pegasus. Though having no other characteristics, I give it some extra points cause not only did it exist in the G4 comics, but there also was a winged boar in mythology. Next are the Pegasnails. I don't know what it is, I like the idea of a winged snail. Though weird that they are able to hold a camera. Why does it even have a camera? Next we have the Pegamice. Besides just being another winged or horned animal, I like that they have some sort of musical taste they are attracted to, coming from Zephyr Heights and all that. Plus I like their unique shape. Next might be a controversial one, which are the dragons. It's hard for me to rank dragons in G5, cause Sparky is the only one we know. And y'all probably already know, I find his character both annoying and messy. For positives though, I do like the mystery of the dragons and their magic for what it's capable of. Besides that, though I like the mystery of the dragon magic, I still think it's extremely overpowered. Plus I don't like Sparky's design. But yeah, if I would rank the dragons from only Sparky, I would rank them much lower. But I gave them a higher spot for the hopeful potential the species has. Now to the creatures I really like and find most interesting. Third last is a tie between Flying Pomeranians and Moji Rabbits, how I like to call them. They're pretty straightforward animals, both having cute and funny designs with their round shapes and small legs and wings, like if they're from slime ranchers, and having other cute characteristics, like the rabbits with their clapping ears and their horned purple variants. And yes, I know I ranked the Bunnycorns from Tell Your Tale very low, but I consider the ones from Make Your Mark different enough. I just overall love this stylized design, which is why I ranked them this high, cause their simple designs and shapes do give G5 sort of an identity. I might be biased, but for second last we got Alphabetals armadillos. Or should we call them alphadillos? I don't know. Anyways, I know some might think they're just regular animals, but they do have some characteristics that make them unique enough. They're very small, have unique patterns on their armor, and their proportions are pretty different from actual armadillos. Also, each individual has their own unique hairstyle, which I find really cute, and I like them as Alphabetals' little helpers. I do wonder if Alphabetal had the armadillos when Misty was still a child, or had them after she went missing. Would like to know about it. And before we get to the last one, just wanna do a honorable mention of creatures that may not have a on-screen appearance in G5, but hopefully have the potential to appear one day, which are sea creatures. Like literally in every map of Equestria and Maritime Bay, we always see hints of all sorts of sea creatures, from pink dolphins, giant anglerfish, sea serpents, leviathans, and sea ponies. Besides the sea ponies, which definitely will appear in the show, I really hope these sea monsters have a potential to appear in the show. Who knows, I may gonna do a dedicated video around it, but let's see. Also, quickly gonna mention the insects of G5, the Lumabloom glowflies and the spark pillbugs. Both of these unnamed insects from Bridalwood are brief, which is why I haven't ranked them, but still are worth mentioning since they do add to G5's world building. And also let's not forget the Shimmering from the movie and the game. And now to the last creature, which is also the most recent addition to G5, the Troggles. The Troggles are pretty interesting in both background and lore. One is that they are from G1, which I myself didn't knew about. And in G5, they appear as voice-stealing spirits of Bridalwood. Besides having kept some old features, they're pretty much new creatures, and overall like the lore around them. And it's nice to finally have a creature that can pose a threat to our characters. If I do need to nitpick, I may not be the biggest fan of their designs and the plot hole of if they're even able to survive or exist before magic came back, being flying spirits and all. But maybe Vital Woodstock was actually the first time after centuries ponies have seen Troggles again, and before magic came back, they believed they were still there. But yeah, overall G5's best creatures this far, I'd say. So that was my ranking of so far all creatures in G5. Remember, it's all just from my personal opinion, and I might have been a bit biased here and there. So I'd like to know your opinions in the comments. Either way though, I'm very much hoping to get more interesting creatures for G5's world building, because so far, though many of the creatures in G5 are cute, that's pretty much all there is mostly, and I'd like to have more awesome creatures in the show, so to give us more a feel of adventure again. Like I said in a video last year, there's a lot of potential adding mythical elements in the show. In case you haven't seen it, I'd really recommend watching it to learn more about it, cause I think it still holds up a lot of good points for the show, on what it could improve on. Either way though, that's it for the video, and let me know about your favorite creatures from the show. See you all next time. Auf Wiedersehen.